Good morning, church family. Good morning. Today is Dream Sunday, a day to remember that the Spirit still moves among us, just as the prophet Joel promised. Your sons and daughters will prophesy, your old will dream dreams, and your young will see visions. God's dreams are alive and unfolding here and now. That's what our stewardship theme, Called to Dream, is all about. Trusting that God still speaks through holy imagination and that the Spirit is calling St. John's to dream with boldness and faith. Dreams have always been important in Scripture. God values dreamers, from Joseph's ability to interpret dreams to King Solomon, who in a dream asked not for riches, but for God's wisdom and discernment, to the prophets who envisioned a better future. God has used dreams to guide, inspire, and challenge God's people. Proverbs 29:18 tells us, where there is no vision, the people perish. Without dreams, without visions, both individuals and communities falter. Yet with a dream, especially a God-inspired dream, anything is possible. But let's be honest. It's a lot easier not to dream. It's easier to settle for what we know, for what's comfortable. Dreaming takes courage because it requires us to step into the unknown, to risk failure, and to trust in God's provision. And dreaming as a community, that's even harder. It requires us to listen to one another, to set aside our individual desires at times, and to work toward a shared future. And if you've noticed the stars hanging in the narthex, those are your dreams, your prayers, your words and images you offered last week as signs of what God is stirring among us. Together, they remind us that we are part of something bright and beautiful, a constellation of faith shining towards God's future. That's why our church is so important. Here, we are invited to dream together, to collectively ask, what is God calling us to do next? It's in this space that our personal dreams connect with the dreams of one another and our community. Together, we can co-create something beautiful with God's help. Together, we are called to dream. And with God's help, those dreams will become reality. Our stewardship theme this year, Called to Dream, invites us to imagine what God's future might look like for St. John's and how we can help bring that future to life through our prayers, our service, and our generosity. In just a moment, you'll hear from other church leaders. So as we continue to worship, I invite you to listen for the Spirit's voice, because when we dream together with God's Spirit leading the way, there's no limit to what grace can do.